A very good morning to one and all. Yesterday, we have started the optimality test. There are two methods to check our given transportation problem is optimal or not. So the first method is stepping stone method and second is Modi method, or we can say UV method. So out of these two methods, we have started the stepping stone method. But before going for the optimality test, we should check whether the given solution, or we can say the given initial basic feasible solution, will fulfill these two conditions. If the given initial basic feasible solution fulfill these two conditions, then we can perform the optimality test. After that, we have seen one numerical based on the stepping stone method. I hope all of you have understood that numerical. So now today we'll solve one more numerical based on the stepping stone method. So this is the second question based on the stepping stone method. The question is like that: find the initial basic feasible solution, that is nothing but IBFS, for the given transportation problem, and also check the optimality by using stepping stone method. So this is the question. Now we have to first of all find the initial basic feasible solution for this given transportation problem. After that, we have to check whether that solution is optimal or not by using stepping stone method. So again, here they have not mentioned anything how to calculate the IBFS method, because there are total 5 methods to calculate initial basic feasible solution, but they have not mentioned any method clearly. So in this case, what we have to do, we have to go with VAM method, because VAM method will give optimal solution rather than all other methods. So we'll start the finding initial basic feasible solution by using VAM method. Okay. So all of you are knowing how to calculate the initial basic feasible solution by using VAM method. First of all, we have to find out the penalties row wise as well as column wise. So we'll start penalty 1. So in row, there are 2 and 3. These are the two list values. In this row, 2 and 3. These are the two minimum values. So you have to take the difference between these two values. So the difference is 1. Now, in second row, 0 is the first minimum and 1 is the second minimum. So you have to take the difference between these two values. So the difference will be 1. In third row, 5 is the first minimum, 8 is the second minimum. So the difference will be 3. Similarly, in column, we have to take the penalties. Now in column, 1 is the first minimum, 2 is the second minimum. So the difference is 1. Here, the difference will be 3 because 0 is the first minimum, 3 is the second minimum. So the difference will be 3. Now here, the difference will be 5. That is 11 minus 6 will give 5. And here, the difference will be 6 because 7 minus 1 will give 6. So in penalty number 1, which one is the highest penalty? 6 is the highest penalty. 6 is the highest penalty. So we'll give entry from this location and in this particular column. Now in this particular column, 1 is the minimum value. So we have to do the allocations at this particular cell. So at this particular cell, the supply is 1 and demand is 2. So we can fulfill the supply. So I will allocate supply here. Then supply will become 0, demand will remain 1. Now in this case, the supply condition will get fulfilled. So I can scratch this row. But before starting the finding IBFS, the first step was to check whether the given problem is a balanced type or imbalanced type. That step we have skipped. So I will first of all check whether the given numerical is a balanced or unbalanced. So what we have to do, we have to just add all the supplies. So 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 plus 10 is 17. Now now add all demand, that is 7 plus 5, 12, 12 plus 3, 15, 15 plus 2, 17. So supply is equal to demand, means this is a balanced type of numerical. If there is a difference in supply and demand, so according to the question, we have to add a dummy row or dummy column. Okay. Now we'll go for the penalty number 2. Now here again the penalty will become 1 because 2 and 3 are the least values in this row. So it is the penalty 1. Here we don't have any penalty because this row is scratched. So we can't get any penalty. In this row again the penalty is 3. Similarly, column wise penalty. So now 2 is the first minimum and 5 is the second minimum. We cannot take 1 because 1 is already fulfilled this condition, row condition. So we cannot take this particular row. So that 2 is the first minimum and 5 is the second minimum. So the difference will be 3. Here 3 is the first minimum, 8 is the second minimum. So difference will be 5. Here difference will be 4 and here difference will be 2. Now which one is the highest penalty? In P2, 5 is the highest penalty. So we have to give the entry from this penalty and in this row. So in this row, 3 is the minimum value. Out of 3 and 8, the 3 is the minimum value. So we have to give the allocations at this cell. So here supply is 6 and demand is 5. So we can fulfill the demand condition. So I will allocate 5 here. Then demand will become 0, supply will remain 1. In this case, demand condition will get fulfilled. So I will scratch this column. Now go for penalty number 3. Now 2 is the first minimum, 7 is the second minimum. So difference is 5. Here we are getting dash. Here the difference is 4. How? 5 is the first minimum, 9 is the second minimum. So difference will be 4. So in column, the penalty will be now 5 minus 2, 3. Here we are getting dash. Here 4 and here 2. Now in penalty number 3, which is the highest penalty. Now again see 5 is the highest penalty. So we have to give the entry from this penalty and in this row. So in this row, 2 is the minimum. So we have to do the allocation at this location. So here supply is now 1 and demand is 7. So we can fulfill the supply because supply is less as compared to demand. So we can fulfill the supply. Then I will allocate supply 1 here. Then supply will become 0. Demand will remain 6. So in this case, the supply will get fulfilled. So I can scratch this row. Go for penalty number 4. So here we are getting dash, dash. Here the penalty is 4. Now column wise penalty. Now see in this column, which is the least value? 5 is the least value. So 5 will be the penalty. Here we are getting dash. Here 15 will be the least value. So the 15 will be the penalty. And here 9 will be the least value in this column. So 9 will be the penalty. Now which one is the highest penalty in P4? That is 15. So we'll give the entry from this penalty and in this particular row, in this particular column. So in column, 15 will be the least value. So we have to do the allocation in this cell. So here supply is 10, demand is 3. So we can fulfill the demand. So I allocate 3 here. Then demand will become 0, supply will remain 7. So in this case, the demand condition will get fulfilled. So I will scratch this particular column. Now go for penalty number 5. Here we are getting dash, dash. Now 9 minus 5, 4. So penalty 5 in column. So in this column, the penalty is 5, here dash, and here 9. So in penalty 5, 9 is the highest penalty. So we have to give the entry from this particular penalty and in this column. So 9 is the least value. So we have to do the allocation here. At this cell, the supply is 7, demand is 1. So we can fulfill the supply. So I allocate demand 1 here. Then demand will become 0, supply remains 6. In this case, demand will get fulfilled. Now only thing is that 5 is remaining. So at 5, supply is 6 and demand is 6. So we can directly allocate 6 here, which will fulfill the supply and demand condition. That is, supply will become 0 and demand also will become 0. So in this case, this supply and demand both will get satisfied. Now find the total transportation cost, that is TTC. That is nothing but number of units into the cost of transportation. That is 2 into 1, it will give 2, plus 5 into 3, it will give 15, plus 1 into 1, it will give 1, plus 6 into 5, it will give 30, plus 15 into 3, 45, plus 9 into 1, 9. So simply add 45 plus 15, that is 60, plus 30, 90, plus 10, 100, plus 2, 102. That is rupees 102 is the transportation cost. This is nothing but our initial basic feasible solution. So this is the first step. Now what is the second step? What they have asked, check the optimality of the solution by using stepping stone method. So this is the second step. So before performing the optimality test, we have to fulfill or we have to check whether this given allocations are fulfilling our two conditions. What is the first condition? First condition is number of allocations must be equal to m plus n minus 1. We have to check this first condition. So see how many number of allocations we are having? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Means we are having 6 allocations is equal to m is nothing but number of rows. So here we are having 3 rows, 1, 2, 3. I will write 3. N is nothing but number of columns. And here we are having 4 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will write plus 4 and minus 1. So see, 6 will be equal to 6. Means the first condition will get satisfied. Now we'll check the second condition. What is the second condition? All allocations should be at independent position. This is the second condition. Check that all the allocations are at independent position or not. What is the meaning of independent position? Wherever we did the allocations, those allocations should not form the closed loop. They should not form the closed loop. That is the meaning of independent position. See, we are having allocation here. So if you have started from this particular point, so we can go at this location, means at this particular allocation. So after this allocation, there is no another allocation in row and in column. So we cannot follow this path. Okay. Now, if I started from this particular location, then I can go these allocations. Okay. After that, I can come at these allocations. After that, I can go here. After that, I can go here. After that, I can go here. But there is no any another allocations that will take us to our original position. समजतंय इंडिपेंडेंट पोझिशन म्हणजे काय? जे आपण allocations केले ते सर्व allocations मिळून एक क्लोज लूप फॉर्म करायला नाही पाहिजे. That is the meaning of independent position. They will not form the closed loop by using all these allocations. जर तुम्ही इथून स्टार्ट केलं तर फर्स्ट इथे येणार, त्यानंतर इथे जंप करणार, इथून इथे जाऊ शकता, इथून इथे येऊ शकता, इथून इथे येऊ शकता, पण इनिशियल पोझिशनला जाऊ शकत नाही. क्लोज लूप म्हणजे काय? आपण जिथून स्टार्ट करतो तिथेच एंड करायला पाहिजे. सो दिस पाथ इज ऑल्सो नॉट पॉसिबल. आता इथून स्टार्ट करा, इथून आपण इथे जाऊ शकतो आणि इथून इथे येऊ शकतो, पण इथून पुढे जायला कुठे आहे का दुसरा अलोकेशन शिफ्ट व्हायला नाहीये. इथं आहे का? आपण शिफ्ट होऊ शकत. सो वी कांट फॉलो दिस पाथ. नाउ चेक दिस पाथ. We can come here, we can go here, after that we can go here. But from this location, we cannot come again at this location. Okay, so again we can't follow this path. Now check by using this location. Again we can't get any closed loop. From this particular location, we can't get any loop, and from this location also, we can't get any closed loop. So we can say that the second condition also will get fulfilled. Okay, now we have to check whether the IBFS is optimal or not. So for that purpose, we have to do the iterations. So iteration number 1 will follow the first iteration. I have told you what is the procedure. I hope all of you remember that procedure. I will draw again. After that, I will write this table as it is. So it is nothing but 2, 3, 11, 7, 1, 0, 6, 1, 5, 8, 15, 9. And I will do the allocations 1, 5, 1, 6, 3, and 1. So these are the allocations we did already. Now what we have to do? Wherever we don't have any allocations, we have to allocate 1 unit at that particular cell, and we have to check whether the given optimal solution is increasing the cost or decreasing the cost of the transportation. Okay, so first of all, we'll allocate 1 unit in this particular cell. So this cell is nothing but C13. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this cell is nothing but C1, 3. That is this one and this 3. It will give the C1, 3. Now see what I told you. What I told you. How to do the allocations. First thing is that we have to allocate 1 unit here, that is +1. आपण इथं 1 unit allocate करतो ह्या सेल मध्ये. So after that, what we have to do? We have to form one closed loop. इथून आपल्याला क्लोज लूप फॉर्म करायचा. आता क्लोज लूप कसा फॉर्म करता येईल? इथून इकडे जाऊ शकत नाही आपण, कारण इथे कुठे अलोकेशन्स नाहीये. सो इथून आपण इथे येऊ शकतो. ओके, पण इथून इकडे खाली कुठे दुसरा अलोकेशन नाहीये इकडे शिफ्ट होण्यासाठी. सो आपण हा स्टेप स्किप करून डायरेक्टली इथे येऊ शकतो ह्या लोकेशनला. ओके, इथून परत कुठे जाता येईल मला? इथे येता येईल, कारण नेक्स्ट अलोकेशन इथं आहे. इथून नेक्स्ट मला इथे येता येईल आणि इथून परत मला माझ्या ओरिजिनल पोझिशनला येता येईल. ओके, क्लोज लूप म्हणजे काय? आपण जिथून स्टार्ट करतो लूप तिथंच एंड व्हायला पाहिजे. आणि लूप कसा पाहिजे? लूप कसा फॉर्म करणार? विथ द हेल्प ऑफ हॉरिझॉन्टल एज वेल एज वर्टिकल लाइन्स. We are not using any inclined type of lines. And the second thing is that check whether the number of lines are even or not. See, there are 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the even lines, or we can say, or we can check the even, there are even vertices or not. म्हणजे जे vertices आहेत, corner points, ते even आहेत की नाही चेक करायचे. हा फर्स्ट कॉर्नर पॉइंट आहे, हा सेकंड आहे, हा थर्ड आहे आणि हा फोर्थ आहे. म्हणजे कॉर्नर पॉइंट्स पण इवन आहेत. This will be the correct loop formation. Okay, now what we have to do? See here, we have added 1. So in order to maintain the row condition, we have to subtract 1 from this end. Now, आपण इथून 1 minus केलंय ह्या column मध्ये. So in order to maintain the column restriction, we have to add 1 here. Again, ह्या row मध्ये आपण 1 add केलंय, त्यामुळे ह्या row ची कंडिशन किंवा ह्या row ची जी कंडिशन आहे ती मेंटेन करण्यासाठी आपल्याला इथून -1 करावं लागेल, जे की मी लास्ट लेक्चर मध्ये तुम्हाला सांगितलं व्यवस्थित. Okay, means what we have to do? We have to do the alternate plus minus. म्हणजे फर्स्ट आपण इथं प्लस ऍड केला +1. सो इथं -1 येणार, इथं -1 म्हणून इथं +1 येणार, इथं +1 म्हणून इथं -1 येणार आणि इथं -1 म्हणून इथं +1 येणार. सो हा लूप कंटिन्यू होत जाईल. ओके, सो व्हॉट इज द C13? हाऊ टू कॅल्क्युलेट? दॅट इज नंबर ऑफ युनिट into the cost of transportation. That is 1 into 11. That will give +11. Now here see, -1 into 2, it will give -2. Here +1 into 5, it will give +5. And here -1 into 5 will give -5. So how much? 11 plus 5 is 16. 16 minus 7 +9. What is the meaning of this +9? Means if we allocate 1 atom in this particular cell, then the transportation cost will be increased by.
Hello sir, ते 15 आहे.
Where?
15 आहे सर ते.
Okay, okay.
Last च, हा.
Okay. So it will become -15. It -15 is okay. So now do the simplification. That is 11 plus 5. It will give 16. Okay. 16 minus 15 plus 1 minus 2. It will give -1. He simplify केल्यानंतर -1 येईल. So what is the meaning of this -1? Means if we allocate 1 item in this cell, then the transportation cost is decreased by 1 rupees. So this is regarding this cell. Now the same thing we have to perform the remaining cells wherever we don't have any allocations. So I will drop this. I will rub this. Okay. Now next, see, we can now allocate the unit item in this cell. आपण आता ह्या सेल मध्ये एक क्वांटिटी allocate करूया, that is +1. +1 इथे ऍड केला. आता परत क्लोज लूप कुठं फॉर्म मध्ये चेक करा. See, we can go from this location to this location. From this we can go up to this location. See, from this we can come at this location here, and from this again we can come our original position. म्हणजे जिथून स्टार्ट केला तिथंच एंड केला. सो इथं +1 आहे, त्यामुळे इथं -1 येईल. ओके, आता इथं -1 आहे म्हटलं इथं +1 येईल, इथं +1 आहे म्हटलं इथं -1 येईल. ओके, in order to maintain the row and column restrictions. So C14, this cell is nothing but C14 cell. So here now 7 into +1 will give 7 plus 7. 9 into -1 will give -9. Here 5 into +1 will give +5. And here 2 into minus 1 will give minus 2. So simplify this. 7 plus 5, 12. 12 minus 11 is plus 1. What is the meaning of this? As a meaning काय, जर आपण एक आयटम ह्या सेल मध्ये allocate जेव्हा करतो त्या केस मध्ये आपला ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट 1 रुपीजनी इन्क्रीज होईल. That is the meaning of this plus 1. Now we'll go for the next cell. Now we'll go for the next. First row मध्ये दोन्ही सेल झाले. Now we'll go for the next cell. That is this cell. Okay, that is C21. C21 means we have to allocate plus 1 quantity here. Okay, इथं आपल्याला plus 1 आता quantity allocate करायला लागेल. आता क्लोज लूप फॉर्म करणार, कसं करणार? इथून आपण इथं जाऊ शकतो, इथून इथे येऊ शकतो, इथून परत येऊ शकतो आणि इथून परत आपण इथे येऊ शकतो, लाईक दिस. Okay, here we get the closed loop. So here plus 1 means it will become minus 1. इथं minus 1 आहे म्हणून इथं plus 1 ह्या कॉर्नरला, हा plus 1 आहे म्हणून इथं minus 1. Okay, do the simplification. That is 1 into 1, it will give plus 1. 1 into minus 1, it will give minus 1. 9 into plus 1, it will give plus 9. 5 into minus 1, it will give minus 5. Do the simplification. 1 minus 1, 0. 9 minus 5, plus 4. What is the meaning? If we do the allocation in this cell, then the transportation cost will be increased by 4 rupees. ओके, हे जे ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट आहेत ते एका युनिटचे कॉस्ट आहे. ओके, कारण आपण एकच युनिट अप्लाय करतो किंवा अलोकेट करतोय, सो ते एक युनिट ट्रान्सपोर्ट करायला 4 रुपये जास्त लागतील. दॅट इज द मीनिंग. नाउ विल गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट सेल. नाउ व्हिच इज द नेक्स्ट सेल? सी, दिस इज द नेक्स्ट सेल. That is C22. Means we have to allocate plus 1 here. Now make the closed loop. How we can make the closed loop? कसं करता येईल closed loop आता? See, इथून इथे जाता येईल मला. After that I can come here. After that I can come here. From this I can go at this location here. From this I can come here, and from this I can again come my original position. I told you in yesterday's lecture, there is no necessary that the closed loop will be in this form only. There may be any form, but the thing is that the number of lines that we are using, that should be horizontal as well as vertical, and the number of lines or the number of vertices should be even numbers. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 lines. Check the vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 vertices. So those all are positive values or even values. So see, here we have allocated plus 1, so it will become minus 1. हा minus 1 आहे त्यामुळे हा plus 1 येईल. हा plus 1 आहे त्यामुळे हा minus 1 येईल. हा minus 1 आहे त्यामुळे हा plus 1 येईल. हा plus 1 आहे त्यामुळे हा minus 1 येईल. फक्त आपण जे व्हॅल्यूज आहेत प्लस मायनस कुठं फक्त कॉर्नरला करतो. हा सेंटर म्हणजे हा इंटरमिडिएट पॉइंट आहे त्यामुळे आपण इथं करत नाहीये. फक्त आपण कॉर्नर जिथं पॉइंट आहे तिथेच आपण allocations करतो. So what will be the cost? C22. Here we have added plus 1, means 1 into 0, it will give 0. 1 into minus 1, minus 1. 9 into plus 1, plus 9. 5 into minus 1, minus 5. 2 into plus 1, plus 2. 3 into minus 1, minus 3. Minus 3. Do the simplification. That is minus 5 plus minus 3. Minus 5 minus 3, minus 8. Minus 8, minus 1, minus 9. So minus 9 plus 9 will get cancelled. Then only remaining term is plus 2. Means if we do the allocation in this cell, then the transportation cost is increased by 2 rupees. Now we'll go for the next cell. Now I think you are getting okay. Now which is the next cell? This will be our next cell. That is C23. Means we have to allocate one item here and we have to check what will be the changes in the cost. So we can form the closed loop here only. First, second, third location and final. आपण इथेच closed loop form करू शकतो. So हा plus 1 आहे, हा minus 1 येईल, हा plus 1 येईल आणि हा minus 1 येईल. So what is the cost? 6 into plus 1 plus 6. 1 into minus 1 minus 1. 9 into plus 1, that is plus 9. And 15 into minus 1 minus 15. See, 9 plus 6 plus 9, 15. Plus 15 minus 15, 0. So the remaining is minus 1 only. What is the meaning of this? If we do the allocation, here, then the transportation cost is decreased by 1 rupee. Now we'll go for the next cell where we don't have any allocations. So which is the next cell? This is the next cell. Okay. So allocate +1 here. Make the closed loop. How we can make the closed loop? We can go here. We can go here. We can go here, and we can come again our original position. +1, -1, +1, -1. So what is the cost? That is C32. C32 केले आपण. C32 केला already. What is the cost now? 8 into +1 +8. 5 into -1 -5. 2 into +1 +2. 3 into -1 -1. Do the simplification. 8 minus 5 +3 +3 +2 +5 +5 -1 +4. Means if we do the allocation in this location or in this cell, then the transportation cost is increased by 4 rupees. Plus the meaning है cost increase होते, minus the meaning है cost decrease होते. Done. We did the allocation wherever we don't have any allocations. आपल्याला जिथे allocation होते तिथे आपण unit quantity allocate केलं, त्यानंतर आपण transportation cost find out केली. Okay. So what is the next step? What is the next step? What is the next step? If all these values are positive, the सगळे value positive.
Sir, last value -3, sir.
Which one is -3?
8 minus 5 plus 2 minus 3.
Acha, it is -3. So it will become +1, I think. No, +2. This is +2. Okay. Now see, what is the meaning? If all the values are positive, the saga value positive आले असते, so what we can say, our initial basic feasible solution is an optimal solution. म्हणजे आपला previous solution आहे, that is ₹102, is an optimal solution. जर सर्व value हे positive आले असतात तर. जर value negative आली, त्याचं meaning काय? त्याचं meaning काय? जर आपण allocations ह्या सेल मध्ये किंवा ह्या पर्टिक्युलर सेल मध्ये केलो असतो तर आपल्याला ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट आहे 1 रुपयाने कम आला असता. म्हणजे आपला ऑप्टिमल सोल्युशन नाहीये. हा आपला ऑप्टिमल सोल्युशन नाहीये. केव्हा नाहीये? जेव्हा आपल्याकडे हे जे व्हॅल्यूज आहेत मायनस मध्ये येतील तेव्हा आपण म्हणू शकतो की आपला जो हा इनिशियल बेसिक फिजिबल सोल्युशन आहे तो ऑप्टिमल नाहीये. When we get this kind of situation, then we can go for the optimality test. Okay, when all values will get positive, then what we can write? आपण जर सगळे व्हॅल्यू पॉझिटिव्ह असले तर आपण एक नोट लिहितो खाली, that is all the values are non-negative, so our initial basic feasible solution is an optimal solution. But now in this case we are having two minus values, that is in cell 1-3 and cell 2-3 we are having two minus values, means we can say that we can optimize our initial basic feasible solution. आपण ऑप्टिमाइज करू शकतो या सोल्युशनला. मायनस मीनिंग काय? आपण जे कॉस्ट आहे ते आपण अजून कमी करू शकतो. दॅट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस मायनस. सो नाउ विल गो फॉर द optimality test. Now how to do the optimality test? Now there is one more question from your side. In cell 1-3 and cell 2-3 the transportation cost is minimized by -1 rupees. म्हणजे दोन्ही केस मध्ये -1 आहे. So which cell we have to consider? It's your choice. कारण दोन्ही सेल मध्ये ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट फक्त 1 रुपीजने कमी होणार आहे. सो इट्स युअर चॉईस टू चूज विच सेल. म्हणजे कुठला सेल चूज करायचा ते तुमच्यावर डिपेंड आहे. आयदर यू कॅन गो फॉर दिस सेल और यू कॅन गो फॉर दिस सेल. Suppose if there is -1 and here suppose there is -2, then which cell you have to choose? You have to choose this cell C23, because in this cell we are, or we can say in this cell we can minimize the transportation cost by 2 rupees. So in this case we can go for this C23. Okay, जेव्हा डिफरंट येईल व्हॅल्यूज -1 -2 जर असेल तर आपण कुठला सेल यूज करणार? जिथे आपण 2 रुपीज कमी करू शकतो तो सेल आपण कन्सिडर करायचा. पण ह्या केसमध्ये दोन्हीकडे -1 आहे. सो यू कॅन चूज आर्बिट्ररी एनी सेल. तुम्ही कुठलाही सेल यूज करू शकता किंवा कुठल्याही सेलमध्ये ॲलोकेशन करू शकता. आयदर यू कॅन गो फॉर 1-3 or you can go in 2-3 cell. It depends on you. Understood? Now how to do the allocations? See, initially we did the allocation of one quantity, but we don't know how much quantity we can allocate in this particular cell. For calculation purpose, we have just allocated one quantity, but how much quantity we can allocate, that we don't know. So first of all, we have to find out how much quantity we can allocate. So what I will do, I will consider plus theta that we are allocating in this cell. Now again form the closed loop. So I can come here, this will become minus theta. I will come here, this will become plus theta. From this I can go here, it will become minus theta. Again, I will come to my original position. So what I told you, you just keep the plus theta values. Why? Plus means it is increasing the transportation cost. But our aim is to minimize the transportation cost. And the minus is nothing but reducing the transportation cost. So we have to just consider the minus theta values, means these two corners. So out of these two corners, which one is the least allocation? Out of 1 and 3, 1 is the least allocation. Minimum allocation 1 hai. 1 and 3 मध्ये, 1 and 3 मध्ये minimum 1 hai. So we have to consider the value of theta is 1. जे minimum है ते consider करायचे. Okay, means the theta is equal to 1. Theta ची value 1 आहे. Okay, म्हणजे जिथे जिथे theta आहे तिथे आपण +1 ठेवणार. So what will be the next cell or the next matrix? Now see, आता ह्या particular matrix मध्ये theta म्हणजे काय आता 1 आहे. This theta is nothing but the allocation. So इथे allocation आता काय येईल? Plus theta म्हणजे आपल्याला +1 इथे allocate करावं लागेल. आता इथे काय करता येईल? Minus theta means we have to subtract 1 from these 3 allocations. Here we have to add 1 in this allocations and we have to subtract 1 allocation from this particular allocation. समजते का? Theta म्हणजे काय? Allocations आहे. So theta ची value 1 आहे. So plus theta म्हणजे आपल्याला इथे एक allocations करावं लागेल. Minus theta म्हणजे -1 ह्या allocation मधून मायनस करावं लागेल. इथे काय करावं लागेल? +1 allocation यामध्ये ऍड करावं लागेल आणि इथे -1 allocation सबट्रॅक्ट करावं लागेल. म्हणजे फक्त चेंजेस आपल्याला ह्या चार कॉर्नर मध्ये करायचे. सो सी, हा कॉर्नर काय येईल? दिस 2 विल बी रिमेन ऍज इट इज. नाउ इथे allocations 1 आहे. सो 1 मधून थीटा मायनस करायचं आहे. सो थीटा आपल्याकडे 1 आहे. सो 1 - 1 विल बिकम 0. म्हणजे इथे allocation 0 राहतील. दॅट्स वाय इथे मी कुठला allocation देत नाहीये. सेकंड मध्ये काय चेंजेस होणार नाही. सो इट विल रिमेन्स ऍज इट इज 3, 5. नाउ थर्ड मध्ये चेक करा. दॅट इज 11 इज द कॉस्ट ऑफ ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन. नाउ हियर प्लस थीटा म्हणजे आपल्याला इथे थीटा ऍड करायचं आहे. सो व्हॉट इज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ थीटा? 1. मीन्स वी हॅव टू डू द allocation 1 हियर. इथे काय चेंज होणार नाही. सो 7 रिमेन ऍज इट इज. हियर ऑल्सो वी डोंट हॅव एनी चेंज. ह्या रो मध्ये काय चेंज होणार नाही. सो दिस रो विल बिकम ऍज इट इज 1, 0, 6, 1, 1. आता इथे चेक करा. ह्या कॉर्नरला प्लस थीटा ऍड करतोय म्हणजे थीटा आपल्याला इथे ऍड करायचं आहे. कशामध्ये ऍड करणार? ह्या 6 मध्ये, allocations मध्ये. सो 6 + 1 विल बिकम 7. So 5 and allocations are 7. This will remain as it is 8. I will keep as it is. Now here see, here we have to subtract the theta. म्हणजे इथून आपल्याला theta मायनस करायचे. कशामधून? Allocations मधून. So theta is 1. Then 3 - 1 will give 2. 15, 2, and last one will remain as it is 9. 1. Okay. Now again we have to check whether these allocations will give the minimum transportation cost or not. Okay, first of all, I will find the new transportation cost by using this particular allocations. So 3 into 5, 15, 11 plus 1 into 1, it is 11, plus 1 into 1, 1, 9 into 1, 9, 15 into 2, 30, 7 into 5, 35. Do the addition. 35 plus 30, 65, 65 plus 10, 75, 75 plus 15, it is 90, 90 plus 11, 101, rupees 101. See, initially, by using initial basic feasible solution, the cost was 102, but now we'll get the cost of 101. Now again, we have to perform the iteration 2, because we have to check whether this solution is optimal or not. परत आपल्याला हे allocations केले ते optimal आहे का ते परत चेक करायचे. So for that purpose, we have to go for the iteration 2, sorry. What is iteration 2? Again, we have to repeat this procedure. What is the procedure? Wherever we don't have allocations, we have to allocate plus one quantity, and we have to check whether by allocating those quantity in that particular cell, the cost will be increase or decrease. म्हणजे जिथे जिथे allocations नाहीये परत तिथे plus one quantity आपल्याला add करायचं, closed loop form करायचं, closed loop form केल्यानंतर तो solve करायचं, solve केल्यानंतर परत check करायचं. म्हणजे परत आपल्याला ही प्रोसिजर फॉलो करायची. ह्या मॅट्रिक्स मध्ये कुठे कुठे allocations नाहीये तिथे तिथे प्लस वन ऍड करायचं आणि ही प्रोसिजर फॉलो करायची आणि परत चेक करायचं कुठे परत निगेटिव्ह येते का. जर निगेटिव्ह आलं, निगेटिव्ह आल्यानंतर परत काय करणार, गो फॉर दिस पर्टिक्युलर स्टेप, दॅट इज थीटा प्लस थीटा मायनस थीटा. जर सगळ्या व्हॅल्यू पॉझिटिव्ह आल्या, then what we have to do, we have to give one comment that all the allocations, or we can say all the cell evaluations, म्हणजे आपण हे जे व्हॅल्यू काढले हे व्हॅल्यू काढले सेल इव्हॅल्युएशन व्हॅल्यूज. So all the cell evaluations values are non-negative. So our transportation cost, that is previous transportation cost 101, is the optimal transportation cost. जर सर्व व्हॅल्यू पॉझिटिव्ह आले असेल तर. जर निगेटिव्ह आले तर परत आपल्याला प्लस थीटा मायनस थीटा करावं लागेल. You just check by doing iteration number 2 whether this is optimal or not. Okay, I hope you understood. If you have any doubt, you just ask me. And someone take the screenshot and send it to me. Attendance. Please be fast. If you have any doubt, you just ask me. And try to solve this numerical as a homework. Take the screenshot fast. If you have any doubt, ask me. So I will end the session here. Thank you.